Right now in Dallas-Fort Worth, it honestly feels like we're living in two completely different housing markets. In some areas, homes are sitting, you're seeing price cuts, and sellers are negotiating way more than they expected. But in others, well-priced homes are still getting multiple offers and moving fast, especially near strong schools and good commutes. In this video, I'm breaking down the 5 coldest and the 5 hottest pockets across DFW by county, so you can see exactly where buyers have leverage and where sellers do. And stick around to the end, so I'll show you how to adjust your strategy based on which side of the market you're in. I'm Selden Toole, and I'm a real estate agent here in Dallas-Fort Worth. My goal is to give you a clear, honest picture of what you're actually feeling in this market, and not just the headline noise. To explain the split you're seeing, there's one concept that really helps everything click: months of inventory. Months of inventory just means this: if nothing new hit the market starting tomorrow, how long would it take to sell everything that's currently listed? Generally speaking, under 3 months leans towards a seller's market. Around 3 to 5 months is more balanced. And once you're over 6 months, you're leaning towards the buyer's market. Across the major DFW counties right now, most of what we're seeing sits in that balance zone. Tarrant County is roughly 3.5 month range. Denton County is similar, around 3.5 month. Garland County is closer to 4 to 5 months, and Dallas County typically comes in at 4 to 5 months as well. Rockwall County is just under 5 months, and Kaufman County tends a little higher, close to 5 to 6 months. So what does that actually mean for you? Buyers have more choices than they did in 2021, but this is not a crash, it's more of a normal market again. So homes are taking longer to sell. In a lot of areas, it's totally normal to see a home sit for weeks instead of just days. That slowdown feels dramatic if you live through the frenzy, but there's still a healthy, more thoughtful market. And this is where the split really shows up. Some price points and property types still move quickly. Others are still clearly softening. So let's start with the colder side of Dallas-Fort Worth market, where inventory is higher, days on market are longer, and buyers tend to have more leverage. In East Dallas, especially Lakewood and the M streets, that 900,000 to 1.3 million range is really cool. Today's market, buyers at that level want turnkey and modern. So if a home feels dated, needs to work, or is priced like it's 2021, it tends to sit, and price reductions usually follow. But if you're selling there in that range, you can't skip updates and then push the price. Condition and realistic pricing are really non-negotiable. Resale homes in places like Frisco, Prosper, and Celina that compete head-to-head with brand new construction or another colder segment. Builders are still offering incentives, rate buydowns, and closing cost credits and upgrades. So if resale doesn't clearly beat new construction on price, design, or lot, buyers often just choose something that's brand new. And you're not just competing with other listings, you're competing with model homes and incentives. And in parts of Oaklawn and Uptown, older townhomes can lean cold. The high HOA fees, awkward parking, or choppy, dated layouts create buyer pushback. Buyers at these price points are picky and patient. Luxury across Dallas, especially in Preston Hollow, Turtle Creek, and parts of North Dallas, is slower and very selective. Luxury buyers want privacy, modern finishes, and move-in ready. Homes that miss on those or that are just clearly overpriced are taking a lot longer and negotiate more. A-plus homes still sell, the bar is just higher. The coldest segment right now remains condos and high-rises in downtown, Uptown, and Victory Park. High HOA fees, lifestyle trade-offs, and some financing limitations shrink the buyer pool. A lot of people compare that monthly payment to a single family home with a yard, and they just choose the house. Now, none of this means that these areas are bad. It just means your strategy matters more. You're competing, not just listing. So pricing, condition, presentation, and patience matters a lot more in these colder pockets. Now let's flip over to the hotter side of the DFW market. Places that still benefit from steady demand, lifestyle appeal, schools, and relative affordability. Entry-level suburbs that sit under the county median price, like Garland, Mesquite, or parts of Carrollton, stay active. First-time buyers and FHA or VA borrowers keep these areas moving. When pricing is realistic and homes show well, demand shows up. If you're buying here, you'll often have competition on the best listings. If you're selling, you still have to price correctly, but there are buyers. Another strong segment is the 55 plus lifestyle focused communities in areas like Frisco, McKinney, and parts of North Dallas. Many of these buyers are using cash or large down payments, so they're less sensitive to interest rates. Lifestyle, amenities, and low turnover can help keep demand steady. Newer master plan community areas like Prosper, Celina, Little Elm, North Frisco, Austin tend to perform well. Modern layouts, strong schools, new infrastructure, community amenities are big draws. And when a resale hits the market at a fair price, buyers respond pretty quickly. Top-rated school district pockets, especially in parts of Frisco ISD, McKinney ISD, and select areas in Denton and Tarrant County, continue to attract relocating families. Schools drive demand, and demand supports pricing. It's just that simple. Finally, premium suburbs like Southlake, Westlake, and the most desirable parts of Frisco remain among the strongest segments of DFW. Limited land, strong lifestyle appeal, consistent buyer interest keeps inventory tight and prices resilient, even in a balanced market. So what do you do with all this? Even if you're buying in a hot market, be fully approved with a local lender, move quickly when a great home hits. Focus on long-term value and lifestyle, not just timing the market. Use smart concessions like rate buy downs when they make sense. If you're buying in a colder market, you often have leverage. You can negotiate credits, repairs, and closing costs. Target listings that have been sitting 30, 60, even 90 days. You can be patient and selective. If you're selling in a hot market, priced correctly from day one still matters. Presentation still matters. Avoid the temptation to overprice just because your neighbor did. Protecting your momentum is key. And if you're selling in a colder market, assume real competition exists. Fix obvious issues before you list. Invest in photos, staging, and presentation. Price with negotiation in mind from the start, not as an afterthought. If you're thinking about buying or selling anywhere in DFW, call or text me. Tell me your city, your price range, and your timeline, and I'll send you a custom breakdown of whether you're in a hot lane or cold one and what strategy wins there today. And in the comments, drop your area and price range, like Plano, 600,000, Fort Worth, 350,000. And tell me, does it feel hot or cold where you are right now? I'm reading every comment, and I may even feature a few in a future update.